To you a little bit about energy efficiency. It's very important for Ameren, Missouri. It's one of our top initiatives, and it has been for years. And why is that, you ask? Well, it's a win-win for Ameren and for our customers. We have a number of energy efficiency programs for our residential and our commercial customers. So basically, if you get your electricity from Ameren, there's an incentive out there for you. Rob Yakel is with Lockheed Martin. That's who Ameren contracts with to administer our program. He has Ameren on his name badge because we claim him. He's a pretty sharp young man. And he's based in the St. Charles area, St. Louis area. But whenever I have a customer, like a large customer, that I need someone, an expert to come in and take a walk through and maybe give some advice on lighting or variable frequency drives or programs such as that, HVAC, chillers, he's the man. And we have contractors that will work with you. So basically, if you only take one thing from this program today, I want you to remember that Ameren has incentives for all of our customers. All right, if it's saving electricity of any kind, it's probably going to qualify for an incentive. So today we're going to focus on the business. This is very important for Ameren because it reduces our peak load. We want to keep our peak load down. We've been doing these programs now for years. And we keep our peak load down, we won't have to build power plants, so that's very important to us. So that's a brief intro. Rob's going to tell you about a few of the programs, maybe for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll take any questions that you have, because we want to answer them. I know many of you are business owners, small business owners, and we have a program specifically for you that we've been rolling out in the last couple of weeks.
Yep,
so Rob,
that's what I'd like to talk about most today is our SBDI program. It stands for Small Business Direct Install. You guys threw me a curveball here. I've got handouts here on the tables, and also some of my business cards. Anything we talk about today, use me as a resource. If you have questions, you can email me, call me, whatever need be, and I'm happy to help. My job is to go around mid-Missouri territory, talk to Ameren Electric customers about how they can get money. So my job's pretty cool. I get to hand out free money. People tend to want to call me, which is a good thing. It's a heck of a lot better than sales, which I used to be in. It's a little bit rough. So anyways, so like Lori said, our programs have been around since about 2009. Since then, we have had 4 major programs. Those programs are our standard program, custom program, new construction, and retro commissioning. The 2 big ones of that most people participate in are the standard and the custom programs. So you can find more information about those programs in our on our website. There's some of that information here, but like I said, today I'd like to focus more on SBDI because a lot of you in this room are probably 2M small general rate customers. If you're not sure, if you're maybe a little bit larger of a facility, take a look at your bill. Your bill will either have 2M on it or 3M, small general service or large general service. This sheet here, the small direct install sheet, is only available to 2M customers. So definitely check that out before you look into this, and just be aware. The reason for that is we're offering, with this SBDI program, we're offering more incentive money than we are to the bigger customers for you guys. If you look at this sheet, you can see the difference between the orange columns. Our standard incentives is what we've had around, like I said, since 2009. These standard incentives are stuff like replacing a T8 fluorescent tube with an LED tube. The standard incentive is $5 a tube. If you are a small business customer, we're paying, where's that? $6 for SBDI. Yep, so if you're replacing a T8 with an LED and you are a 2M customer, Ameren will give you $6 per tube to replace. So I'm just wild guess, I'm sure that in here, these are 4 lamp fixtures. They're, count up how many fixtures there are. $6 per tube is what Ameren will pay. So it's just a bunch of things like that. Generally speaking, what we would like to see people get rid of, the inefficient lighting, especially lighting equipment out there. Anything incandescent, just your normal average 60-watt light bulb, that when you touch it, it burns your finger. You can replace a 60-watt light bulb with a LED that's about 8 watts. So especially if you have an area of your facility where it's on a lot, maybe it's on 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or maybe it's on 24/7. You want to get those switched out because going from 60 watts to 8 watts and running at the rate it is, it'll save you a ton of money. And then Ameren will pay you your incentive in order to do that. So those are really slam dunks If you look at your sheet here, the very first line item, 60-watt light bulb replacement with an LED less than 11 watts, we pay $8 for small business direct install. And anyone that's been to Home Depot or Lowe's, those LEDs are really cheap. Unfortunately, you can't, in order to participate in the program, you have to purchase from a lighting contractor, someone like a Granger or a Butler or someone like that. You can't buy them from the big box stores in order to qualify for these incentives. So definitely keep that in mind. But what I would do for your facilities, ideally, we would like you guys to go on the website. If you want to participate in this program, go on our Ameren website. We have a trade ally network. So we've got if you go on, you select, it's a really handy little tool. You've got a map of Missouri. You select the Lake of the Ozarks area and type in what you're looking for. If you're looking for lighting, if you're looking for help with HVAC, we'll pop out, that website will pop out a nice long list of Ameren Trade Ally contractors that are familiar with the program and should be able to handle all the paperwork for you. So kind of a general misconception about the program I run into a lot is people don't want to participate because they think you have to jump through hoops. Anytime you deal with the utility, there's this negative perception of having, sorry, I don't work for Ameren, so we really try to make it as easy as possible. We have an easy Excel application tool. If you work with an Ameren Trade Ally contractor, they'll ask you a couple of questions. They might request a copy of your Ameren bill because we need your account numbers. And then the other piece of information we need is your federal tax ID number. But that's about it. If you provide that information, we can get you this money really easily. It's a really easy application process.
And it's so easy. Let me interrupt for just a second. It's so easy. We've had customers, I have had the chambers from some of the communities call asking if it's legitimate because it seems too easy and people tend to be skeptical, but it really is legitimate and it's a quick way to get the inefficient lights off of our system, reduce the peak load, and then get the money to the contractor. So it's a great program.
I can absolutely vouch for that. I always tell contractors that we work with, have customers give me a call if they think this is too good to be true. Because it really, with SBDI, there is no cap on the incentive. So if your contractor wants to charge you $8 for an LED, then the Ameren incentive is $8, it is free. If you have someone come into your place of business and tell you I can replace all these lights for free, they are absolutely correct. So like I said, it sounds too good to be true. It's not. Any questions, feel free to give me a call. But like I said, this sheet right here is just a really quick handout. Again, small general service rate is eligible for the SBDI incentive. If you're not small general service, you're still eligible for the standard incentives. They're just a little bit lower. And then for larger customers or any customers, in addition to lighting, which is kind of the bulk of the program, in addition to the lighting, we also do offer incentives for HVAC upgrades. If you have air compressors in your facility, we offer incentives for occupancy sensors, exit signs, just about anything in your facility that uses energy. If you want to purchase something that makes it use less energy, then that is something that Ameren's interested in. Like Lori said, we really want to encourage people to be as efficient as possible in order to we want to knock as much load off the grid as we can to avoid future power plants. Avoid building future power plants. That keeps everyone's rates down, keeps everyone happy. So that's kind of my spiel. If you have anyone have any questions?
We have been working one-on-one with your larger accounts, such as the school. We worked with Matt. We did a large check presentation. I guess that was a year or two ago.
Yes.
Actually, several. So the school has taken advantage of this. There may be even more opportunities. Yep. And then, is it Adient or Adient?
Adient.
Adient, okay. Adient, they also have done a number of projects. So just so you know, we've been working with the large customers as well. But we wanted to make sure every customer knows about these programs because they're very good. And one thing I also wanted to tell you is the lighting quality after you've had these upgrades for retailers is fantastic. I walked into a grocer who did the upgrade and we did a check presentation on Tuesday and they had the before and after picture and it was fantastic.
Especially for retail.
Sales are up, people think it's a new store and it's very, very inexpensive. So take advantage of it.
Another quick comment. Everything we talked about today, these programs, we just started year 2 of the 3-year cycle. So all of this is available through the end of 2018. So even if maybe you don't have the budget money to replace all your LEDs now, or You want to replace your HVAC system, but you need to get it in the 2018 budget. That's perfectly fine. All this money is available through, I think it's actually February of 2019. So definitely keep that in mind. Yes.
I saw a halogen on here, but I didn't see like a mercury or those vapor.
Mercury vapor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's HID.
Is that what that
Mercury
is?
vapor, yep.
Okay,
So interior lighting, HID lamp or fixture replacements.
okay,
HID is metal halide, high pressure sodium, and mercury.
okay, okay.
Does that have, do we still have the one that has the list of the contractors on it, or did you bring that one?
I don't have 40 of them.
We have a
you can,
few.
You can go on the website. At the very bottom of the page here, amerenmissouri.com/SBDI. I'm sorry, that's something, thank you, that's something I should have mentioned. The SBDI program, you have to go through a registered contract. Keep that in mind. But you don't for the standard and custom order. There we go.
Wood's parking lot lights were changed out a few months back, and it's a huge difference. It's unbelievable. It takes just a fraction of the energy to light our lot, but the lighting is just so much more even, so much more white. It's really, I couldn't believe the difference. It's really cool.
Yep, and that's something I wanted to mention too. We previously had incentives for exterior lighting. Unfortunately, we don't have them anymore. LED prices, exterior lighting has come down so much that the payback is still really quick, even without an Ameren incentive. So Ameren decided this cycle not to incentivize exterior lighting, it's just interior lighting. But like he said, it makes a huge difference, especially if you have those ugly, high-pressure sodium, yellow parking lot lights that just bug the heck out of me. If you still have those are probably 400 watters. You can replace those with an LED that's 120 watts. And if you do the energy calculations, they're on dusk to dawn, 4,300 hours a year. That payback, you can see a payback in about a year and a half or so.
Well, the maintenance on them too.
Yep.
Changing light bulbs and replacing light bulbs. It's labor and materials is way less on this.
Warranty, no questions asked. I've seen 7, I've seen 10, which is, doesn't make sense, but if they're offering it, then they must know something we don't. So definitely deferred maintenance costs are a big